Welcome to the Simugator LSAT lesson for the June 2007 Logic Games, questions 6 through 10, or Game 2. For more free information about preparing for the LSAT and applying to law school, visit simugator.com/blog. Logic game strategy involves reading, understanding, and summarizing the rules, creating a diagram or series of diagrams based on those rules, and using the diagram to help find the right answer. The LSAC is very strict about protecting their copyrights, so this free lesson will not reproduce the actual test questions. We will go over strategy and answers, and you can download the June 2007 LSAT for free at the following URL. So read the problem to yourself right now. This is how I would summarize the rules. We have 3 films, G, H, and L, for 3 days, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Each film is shown at least once during these 3 days, and each film can only be shown once per day. Films are also shown one at a time. So these initial rules, the ones in italics, I wouldn't actually write them out, but I will remember them and keep them in mind for every problem that I do. The ones that I will write out is that on Thursday we must have an H, and that H must be the last variable in the setup, which I have indicated by the word end. On Friday, we're told that we have either G or L, but not both, and one of those variables must come last. On Saturday, we're told that we have G or H, and one of those variables must also come last. Nothing can come after it in the setup. So I'm going to start creating my diagram right now, and draw slots for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, as you can see. Now, I want to point out that solving logic games is about using a diagramming system that works well for you. This is the one that we use. If you like it, feel free to use it as your own. So the boxes indicate that a variable must go there. Parentheses, which are not shown yet, mean a variable can go there, but it doesn't have to. And a slash means that one or the other variable, but not both, can go there. And the squiggly line indicates that nothing can come after the variable in the setup. So I have diagrammed these 3 rules in accordance with this diagramming system of ours, and that's how it looks. So remember that although we were told that each film is shown at least once during these 3 days, we're not given a maximum number of times that the films can be shown. So let's use this principle to add to our diagrams and see what other films can go on each day. So that's exactly what I did. There's no restrictions limiting where these additional variables in parentheses can go. As I stated earlier, parentheses mean that the variable can go there, although it does not have to. So also, if the variables in parentheses are on the same line as the G and the L are on Thursday, that means that the variables can be shown in either order. So question 6, as with the first question of most logic games, is very easy to solve. You simply use your master diagram along with the other rules that we did not diagram, that you're keeping in mind, to go through each answer choice looking for violations. So our diagram immediately eliminates all but A and C. Now, the rule that states that each film must be shown at least once during these 3 days eliminates choice A because there is no G in that answer. So that's very straightforward. If there's a confliction, cross it out, it's the wrong answer. As such, we're left with answer choice C as the correct answer. Question 7 asks, which answer cannot be true? Attack this question by comparing your master diagram to each answer choice, just like you just did. If the diagram shows that it works, then cross out the answer choice because it is incorrect, because it asks for what can't be true. So, answer choice A. A quick glance at the diagram shows that A is indeed the correct answer. Although H can go last on Thursday or Saturday, H can never go last on Friday because the rules tell us that either G or L must be last on Friday. And you can see that clearly in our master diagram. So if you feel confident in your logic games ability, you would stop here, bubble in A, and go to the right answer. But if you're still a little shaky, you might want to just quickly go through the remaining answers and just give yourself assurance. So Answer choice B, our diagram shows that L can, in fact, be shown on every day of the festival. Cross it out, because it can be true, and the question asks for what cannot be true. Answer choice C, G can go second on all days if the order on Thursday is L, G, H. So that can happen. Cross it out. For D, the diagram shows that a different film can go first on each day if the order, respectively, for all 3 days is G, H, L on that first film. And E, answer choice E also works with the last films being H, L, then G, respectively, across all 3 days. So A was indeed the correct answer, and let's proceed. Question 8 gives us a new condition, and it says that L cannot be shown again after G is shown. Then it asks us to determine the maximum number of films that can be shown under this new condition. Look at the master diagram. The master diagram shows that under normal circumstances, without this new condition, the maximum number of films that can be shown is 7 if Thursday is maxed out with L, G, and H. So you can see that clearly from the master diagram. So we should attempt to achieve this maximum number of 7 by putting all the variables on Thursday, by maxing them out. Because we're told that L can never be shown again after G, and we're also told that H must come last, the order for Thursday needs to be L, G, H. That's the only way it could occur, and with maxing out Thursday. So I'm going to take this Thursday setup and apply it to make a mini diagram, and this is how things look when we max out Thursday. The result is that on Saturday, there can no longer be that optional L. If you look at the master diagram, we have an optional L on Saturday, but we can no longer have that L because this new condition says that no L can come after G. This means that we'll never, ever have 7 variables under this new condition. Although we won't have 7, the diagram shows that we can have 6. 6 is the next highest number in the answer choices and is therefore the maximum. So answer choice D is correct. Question 9 also gives us a new condition. It says that G is shown 3 times, H is shown twice, and L is shown once. So we're going to use our master diagram to create another mini diagram. Because we know that G must be shown on every day, let's start there and do exactly that by adding in the G's where we know they can go. We also know that H must go last on Thursday. So applying these 2 rules, this is how it looks. Now look at the master diagram when making this mini diagram. We need another H, and it cannot go on Saturday, because on Saturday we can only have G or H, but not both. And we know that G must come on every day. So because it cannot go on Saturday, put that H on Friday, as shown in this new mini diagram. And we need exactly 1 L. And based on our master diagram, we know that it could go either on Thursday or Saturday. Now we're not going to diagram this, but definitely keep it in mind. All of our deductions are now complete. But first I will teach you a trick that will always get you must-be-true questions correct. As with most questions, you must run through each answer choice and compare it to your diagram. In a must-be-true question, if you find an answer choice that works, ask yourself this one question. It could be true, but does it have to be true in all scenarios? So with this new technique in mind, let's run through the answer choices. So A, we're remembering that L can be shown on either Thursday or Saturday. Although A could be true, it doesn't have to be true. It's incorrect. For B, again, we know that L can go either on Thursday or Saturday. This could be true. It does not have to be true. Also incorrect. C, same thing. It could be true. It doesn't have to be true. Same thing with D. Our diagram demonstrates as well. Could be true. Doesn't have to be true. Now for E, look at our mini diagram. And by doing so, you'll clearly see why this must be true. E is the correct answer. Question 10. Question 10 gives us another set of new conditions. We're told that we must have 3 L's, 2 H's, and only 1 G. It then asks for a complete and accurate list of variables that could go first on Thursday. To put this another way, it is asking for what variables could ever go there under any circumstances. You're not limited to just one diagram. If it works in one diagram and not another, it still counts. So it's asking for an all-inclusive list of anything that could ever go in that first slot on Thursday. So let's approach this exactly the same way that we approached question 9, by filling in the variable that we know must go on all 3 days, which is L. And this is how it looks. This is an excellent start, and it tells me a lot. It tells me that H can never be first under these circumstances, because L must be present on Thursday. And we remember that nothing can come after H on Thursday. So accordingly, L must go first on Thursday under this particular setup. So cross out any answer choice with H in it. This eliminates A, C, and E, and it leaves us with B or D. Answer choice B says that L comes first, which our diagram, though incomplete, shows to be possible. So the focus turns to D, which includes G in addition to L. This is great because all we have to do is test to see if G can go in that first slot on Thursday under these circumstances. We already know that L can, so B is potentially a correct answer. But if G can also go there, then D will be the correct answer. So let's ignore our previously half-finished diagram and make a new mini-diagram to see if it is possible for G to go first on Thursday under these circumstances of 3 L's, 2 H's, and 1 G. So I'm going to put G in the first slot and fill in everything else in accordance with our new condition and our mini-diagram. So this is how it looks, and this mini-diagram shows that G can, in fact, go in the first slot on Thursday. We have proven that both L and G work. Accordingly, answer choice D is the correct answer. We hope this tutorial has served as a thorough explanation to June 2007 Logic Game number 2, but more importantly, I hope that it has given you a great visual insight in how to approach this type of logic game in general. So these are techniques that you can use on any logic game, the diagramming techniques and the deduction techniques. Use the master diagram to solve the problem, and if you can't, make a mini diagram based on the master diagram specific to that question to see how things will play out under particular circumstance or condition. And finally, when faced with a must-be-true question, ask yourself for each answer choice that works. This could be true, but does it have to be true? This will help avoid the wrong answers that the LSAC has specifically designed to deceive you. So thank you for listening to this lesson. We're going to make more, so check back each week on our YouTube channel. You can subscribe to both our YouTube channel and our blog to be updated whenever a new lesson comes out. Good luck with your studying.